and Ryan Briscoe.
And Will Power starting from the pole. Remember, no one's actually won this event here from the pole, so this will get that voodoo doll that he talked about and break that streak.
Through turn 8 for the last time. All he has to do is stay clean. Franchitti has given up. He knows he can't do any more about it. Through turn 10. He'll have to settle for third. Power checks the mirrors. Now through turn 10. Power heading for turn 11. It will be his third win of the season. The only multiple winner in 2010 on the series. And the jinx is over for Team Penske. They win at the Glen.
Check a flag. Good job there, Sunshine. You're going
You see back Briscoe, Franchitti, Matos in fourth. Great run for him, and Marias in fifth. Look at this battle. And that is Adam Carroll all over Takuma Sato. And that is for position on the racetrack. The battle for 16th coming down the stripe. And a good run for both those drivers. Sato's first trip here, as well as Adam Carroll. So Sato comes across officially in 15th, Carroll in 16th. And there is the captain with a 1-2 finish. Rick?
Yeah, standing by with the captain. Roger, was there any bounty on this? Was there any special way you broke this curse? Do you have any special incentive for these guys?
Well, I think just a great day for us. We qualified well, different strategy, high downforce, slow downforce, and just great pit stops here. And, you know, Dario and Ganassi's guys are awful tough every day. So to be able to beat them every once in a while, it's good. But I'll tell you, Will Power's pretty tough with his pole positions and what he's been able to do for our sponsor, Verizon. Just a great day for us and for the whole Penske team.
Well, congratulations on breaking what little curse existed in the Penske world.
Well, I think we're okay. We'll move on to the next one. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't think he was ever even worried about any kind of curse, but it is over. 6 times they've had the pole, and they finally sealed the deal with that man right there, Will Power, picking up his 3rd win this year and 7th of his career. Out on track, Mario Romancini has stalled, and that's going to cost him. It'll put him in 22nd position. Milka Duno will be 23rd. She's 3 laps down. Tony Kanaan's pit stop also cost him. He'll cross the line 21st. Danica Patrick in 20th. So things do not go well for Danica again after a 30th place run in NASCAR last week. We'll go side by side as we get ready for the celebration to begin in Victory Lane. The laurel wreath will be hanging around the neck of that man right there, Will Power.
For the millions living with COPD, breathing becomes a struggle. COPD is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. You may have heard of it as chronic bronchitis or emphysema. Over time, you feel like you're breathing through a straw. It's the 4th leading cause of death in the U.S., and it took my grandmother. If you're over 35 and have ever smoked, you could be at risk. Good news is, you can improve your symptoms. I'm Danica Patrick, and I drive for COPD. Join the movement at driveforcopd.com. Take our screening questionnaire today and talk to your doctor.
There's a reason why. In 4 years of powering every car in the Indianapolis 500 race, not a single Honda engine has failed. It's not the parts we make them from. It's the part we put in to every Honda.
Tuesday. Couples that crash together.
Ready? I got a little bit of a wedgie, but yeah.
Win cash together. On an all-new Wipeout Couples Edition.
How long have you been married?
Too long.
If they can make it through this course,
I can see you, you're looking good!
will it end in wedded bliss?
Gonna marry her.
ABC's Wipeout Couples Edition. Tuesday at 8/7 Central. Part of ABC's new summer season.
Murder.
Mystery.
Crime.
Passion.
Fiction.
Fact.
Procedure.
Excitement.
Forensics.
Flirting.
Annoying.
Charming.
Wednesdays.
Caller.
House.
All summer long.
Insufferable.
Smitten.
Armed.
Dangerous.
ABC's Castle. Wednesday at 10/9 Central. Part of ABC's new summer season.
Well, you can see Will Power has made it to victory lane. Let's check in. Vince Welch.
Will Power celebrating his 3rd victory of the season. A little thunder down under here in Watkins Glen, and the first time that Roger Penske has gotten his team to victory lane here in the IZOD IndyCar Series at Watkins Glen. And Will, first of all, how close were you on fuel toward the end?
Yeah, we were very close. I had it under control. They gave me a fuel number. I went for it, and man, I'm just so happy to have the Verizon car victory lane again. It's been too long.
With about 15 laps to go, you're running second behind your teammate Ryan Briscoe, and you got past him. Well, what was the key to that move?
I just knew that was my only chance on that restart. I was going to pass, and you know, I knew that the tires had a lot of debris on them, so I just went for it and got a good run and used a push to pass. Got past him. It was I was happy, man. I just wanted to win so bad because I just you know, we wanted to win from pole. I hate getting pole and not winning.
Rick DeBrule asked you in the pre-race about anything special that you did to break the so-called Penske curse, and you didn't want to share that. You want to share now?
It's called hard work. We all, my engineer, my crew, the whole team, we all worked really hard, and that's the result, a win.
Will Power wins at Watkins Glen, his 3rd victory of the season, and he stretches that points lead, Marty. He's a little bit further ahead for the championship.
Let's check in on the IZOD IndyCar Series points because, as you can see, there is the traditional wreath around his neck, and that will probably end up down at the Seneca Lodge, where a lot of history has been made. And you can see he's opened up a 32-point margin now over Dario Franchitti as Franchitti moves 1 spot ahead of Scott Dixon, as Dixon finished in 8th position today and is now 40 markers behind. Ryan Briscoe, Elio Castroneves, Ryan Hunter-Reay picks up a spot as Tony Kanaan drops down. That last pit stop really hurt Tony as he ends up in 21st. Let's find out what happened to Dario Franchitti late in the race. Rick?
Yeah, standing by with Dario Franchitti. Got past there with just on the white flag lap, but you said it was really pretty simple reason why.
Yeah, you know, those Firestone Reds are absolutely amazing. They've got so much grip in them, but we were pushing. I pushed them a little bit too hard at the start, and I had cords on the right front, and the rubber works great. The cords doesn't work quite so well, and I just understeered off, and that allowed. I got up on the curb, had to get out of the throttle. That allowed Ryan to get past. So it's a shame not to get second today for the Target boys. Did a great job in the pits. The car wasn't bad. It was kind of an up and down day, though. You know, we went back. Whatever number that Sitgo car is was in the way on one of the restarts and allowed Matos to get past me. So as usual, the mobile chicane gets involved in other people's race. But it was a fun race. Always is at the Glen. Very physical, but yeah. If
the tire hadn't gone away at the end, would you have had enough to catch up to Will Power?
Who knows? Not sure. Will did a great job, and you know, when it started to go off a little bit, he probably did a better job of managing his tires. Maybe his setup was a bit kinder to them. I don't know, but he did a great job, and we did the best we could today.
All right, Dario Franchitti, not a bad finish, but not the one he was hoping for. Jamie?
Well, Ryan Briscoe, we found him. He was walking because he actually ran out of fuel, and they thought you were Will trying to take you into victory lane, Ryan. But let's talk about that last pass there, how close you were on fuel. What kind of a risk was it?
Roger was telling me we were good on fuel. We didn't run out. They just took me to victory circle. So I was good on fuel, but man, I saw Dario starting to struggle there the last couple of laps, and I was reeling him in. I never thought I'd get him because we had a lot more downforce, and I was about 4 miles an hour slower down the back straight, and that's how Will and Dario just drove around me. So it was a little bit frustrating, but it looks like with the downforce, we were able to look after the tyre a bit more. And luckily, they lasted a little bit longer than Dario's, and he just got a bit loose through 10, was slow through 11, and I was able to get a run on him and get a big enough gap where he couldn't pass me. So it felt great to bring home a Penske 1-2. You know, we were starting 1, 2, 3, and we certainly didn't want the Ganassi guys to take a win from us.
And we're watching it pass right here. Ryan, as a race car driver, how much fun is that?
It's awesome. I mean, just this race today was just pushing 100% from start to finish, and that's just the way racing should be. It was great to race for second place at the end, and you know, Will was just a bit too good today.
Great job today. Ryan Briscoe brings it home second for the second straight year. Let's go over to Rick.
Yeah, let's go to Rafael Matos, who's a very happy guy, finishing 4th for the 2nd time this year, but you were doing it without telemetry. Explain that.
It was quite difficult for us. We lost the telemetry right before the first stop, and thanks to my engineers, very talented guys, they were able to calculate everything perfectly.
Yeah, because there was some, without